Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. It is a beautiful Monday afternoon. I have got the tarot, the Curious Cats Tarot on the tarot table for this first short reading today. And I have a not so curious cat sitting on her chair next to the tarot table having a good groom, fluffy cat, and getting ready for a big night out, I should imagine, because it's full moon. It's very bright here, it's very clear skies, and it's keeping the old dog busy at night. Good old wolf kind of blood in him. And maybe it's keeping the two busy in Montecito. Who knows? One wouldn't like to speculate too much. But so we have seen them out and about recently, and we're going to be looking at that in the next reading. But meanwhile, we are going to be looking at the story that has popped up in the gossip columns, channels, platforms, forums, whatever you want to call them, that allegedly Meghan Markle is demanding $80 million to walk away from her marriage, to sign the divorce papers. It's not coming from a very credible source. It's coming from Marca newspaper in Spain, and it's curious to me that so many stories are suddenly coming from Spain. I can't quite figure that one out, but anyway, this is apparently where this story originated. I'm going to look at it just to see. We've heard stories like this before. We heard the story that she allegedly demanded money from the royal family before the wedding to walk away. I think that figure was 30 million. I have looked at stories like that before, so I'm going to look at this story now, as I say, with the Curious Cats Tarot, little 5-card reading. I want to know what's going on. I want to know if she really is demanding a large sum of money to leave the marriage. It would obviously be from the royal family, not from Hasbin, because Hasbin, I doubt very much, has $80 million to his name. But we're going to see how the royal family feels about this. Even hypothetically, would they be prepared to pay such an extravagant sum to a duchess to make her walk away? Allegedly, she is demanding custody of the children, according to this rumor. We want to know how Harry feels. Is Harry dead keen for someone to pay his wife to go away? He didn't look like a very happy man there in Montecito last Friday. And then the outcome, are we heading towards divorce, separation? What is going on? So this is the first reading, the first million, if only. But 80 million to walk away. And we're going to do 5-card reading and ask the Curious Cats to tell us, please. We are the Curious Cats, I should imagine, in this context. And as I shuffle and the cards go leaping all over the place, let's remind you, it's tarot, it's for fun and entertainment. We look at rumors. It's all just my opinion, it's all just speculation here. I read on energy, archetypal energy, because it's royal family and we learn from archetypes, and they are the archetypal family, as Meghan well knows. And there is a disclaimer in the box below. Knight of Cups in reversing. Let's give it a few more shuffles. Not feeling it yet, even though the cards are sliding all over the place. These are big cards and they are quite slippery. And see what's coming out. Okay, yeah, all right. Okay. Got something to tell us now, I think. Let's see. Any truth to this tale, this rumor that big money is being asked of the royal family to walk away, how the royal family would feel about paying, how Harry would feel about paying to get rid of his wife. Does he want to? Is he appalled by such a notion? And then ultimately, where are we headed in this story, seeing as so many people are speculating now, and even putting quizzes on Twitter and polls and stuff on what you think is going to be happening with the Parkle marriage. We got the King of Cups. Well, that's we have a King of Cups in this world, do we not? We have literally a King of Cups. We have King Charles, who is a King of Cups, water sign king. That would be the one that would have to pay. He's upright. He's in control emotionally. He's kind and generous. He's a very lovely looking King of Cups there in this card. Would he pay? But his energy has shown up. It's not telling me anything in itself. It's just telling me here he is, which is interesting. It's definitely not Harry's energy. It's definitely not Meghan's energy. It's definitely the Scorpio King's energy, but in a very benevolent, very kind, very generous mode here with the King of Cups. Sympathetic, would listen, would be helpful, would give pearls of wisdom if anyone wanted to hear them. It's a kindly energy that's sitting under here. So it's not a hell no over my dead body kind of an energy. There's another water sign that might be hell no over my dead body energy, but he hasn't shown up. This is King Charles who has shown up. Situation, what are we dealing with, please? We are dealing with, you see. There is the kind of energy that we are really dealing with. We are dealing with the King of Swords in reverse. That is lawyers. That is someone who is cold and ruthless and might have it's almost a treacherous energy. I don't mean that someone literally is being treacherous out here, but it's playing hardball, the King of Swords. When it's upright, it's fair, it's just, it's rational, it's okay. If you want to get divorced, we'll do the right thing. We'll go through mediation. If you want to, we'll sort everything out in an amicable way. Divorces don't have to be a big mess and ugly. Just look at Gwyneth Paltrow. Going to start giggling. But if that was conscious uncoupling, this is a quite different thing, the King of Swords in reverse. This is our energy that we're dealing with. This is nasty. This is vicious. This is playing dirty. This is being very strategic, but for one's own aggrandizement purely. So that energy is very different to this energy. That energy is dangerous energy. It's not what you see is not what you get with the King of Swords in reverse. It's difficult energy. But it's very much lawyers, accountants. It's all those kinds of professional people who might be cooking things up behind closed doors, working stuff out like tax consequences and who's bundled what money away, where secreted funds away, wherever. Ibble dibble, very interesting video. I think it was released today on YouTube, worth a watch, about finances, joint finances, Harry and Meghan. I think it was today. I hope I'm not imagining it. Interesting card. So tell us, is there any credibility to this tale that she's allegedly demanding 80 million from the royals? We've got the Star in reverse. That's despair. That's giving up. The Star card. It didn't turn out how she thought it was going to turn out. It's not a money card, but it does mean that she's lost hope. She's lost faith. She has given up, she's quit, she's lost her star power, she's really struggling. If she had to go out in those, what did they call them, canvas shorts? I haven't heard canvas shorts, the expression, I don't know. When last did people wear canvas shorts? According to the Daily Mail. But anyway, her star power that she's having to go out and merch, and then my goodness, she merched so quickly with that little pep walk on Friday. But that's what she's got left. Her star has fallen, and all hope is over. Abandon hope, all ye who merch in Montecito. So that's a big card to be in reverse, because it's a big fall from grace. It's a big letting go, giving up. This isn't worth sticking around for energy. It's not telling me though money. Here is telling me there could be not negotiations, it's stratagems for getting out. I always think who's got to the lawyers first, and whose lawyers are going to serve papers first? King of Swords. this story sounds like it's Harry that's got there first, because Meghan is demanding money to walk away. I'm sure, you know, if she went and said, I'm getting divorced, they would say, okay, bye. So would the royals pay, hypothetically, if such a demand were made, hypothetically? Would they say, oh, here you go? I've got the Chariot, which get on your bike and go. They might with that card. Because it is forward motion, it's movement. It's okay, if we need to get out of this mess, put the foot on the gas and off we go. Chuck the money over the side of the whatever vehicle we are driving and off we roll. Movie scenes, you know, when I don't know if it's the stagecoach or the train or whatever, and the money, the new currency all goes bursting out of bags, and there's left in the road, and everyone goes scrambling for the money, and the villains get away or the heroes get away or whatever happens. It's a bit like that. That's the kind of energy that I've got with the Chariot. But I mentioned him and I said he hasn't shown up in this reading, but now he has shown up. The Cancerian has shown up. There is the King of Cups there, Charles, and we always say that Charles is too kind. He is Harry's father. He can't exactly be absolutely brutal and ruthless. But we've got someone who might be brutal and ruthless here. But it's interesting because it's not a no. It's okay if this is the way out of the mess. If this is what we have to do, we might consider it. It's hypothetical. I might have to pull a clarifier for that. But let's see what's going on over here. How does Harry feel about this? Would Harry be keen to see the back of her? The quite wide back of her, according to those pap shots. Bit of body shaming here. She can't help it. But anyway, would he be keen to pay her off and say goodbye and go to Africa? The Sun. The Sun is the ultimate happiness. Would it be ultimate happiness to get rid of her? We're getting huge cards here. We've got Major Arcana, the Star in reverse, the Chariot, the Sun. They've all shown up. I mean, this is really her energy, the Sun, the Leo. So we've got the Scorpio, we've got the Cancerian, we've got the Leo. We don't have has-been. We've got the lawyer. This is her. This is her energy here. The Star in reverse, that's her, but in reverse. And this is his energy. I said, would he be happy to see the back of her? What joy. This is literally the light would come back into his life if she would go away. That's how I'm reading it. It's my opinion, speculation, you know the drill. Disclaimer in the box below. But that is very funny to me. Very, very funny. It's a rather youthful looking cat as well. And it's rejuvenating energy, really. So that he could cut loose and be himself again, and wouldn't have to be all woke and doing all the embarrassing things she's made him do, like give speeches about menstruation and whatever else. So it looks like he would be a happy man. It looks like over here the Chariot would be prepared to, as I'd say, chuck the money over this out of the window and roar off. It's that energy of picking in the damsel in distress, sweeping her up and casting the money, it's fake money of course, back into the road, and then off they go. That's a rescue operation. The Chariot might be ready for a rescue operation. What's going to happen? Are we going to see large sums of money changing hands? Is she suddenly going to disappear and come back with yet another new face? Is there going to be a divorce? What is going to happen, please? We've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. She's not going to get a big payout. No, not for her. Queen of Pentacles, if she was upright here, I would say, oh my, she's set for life, but she's not. Not with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That is somebody generally who's ungrounded, unstable, who's not flush with cash, who's not very generous. She can't afford to be generous when she's in reverse. It's the wife card, have to say, because it's the earth sign wife who, according to old-fashioned tarot interpretation, is the good wife. All the rest of the queens are a bit dodgy, apparently. going to start laughing again. But that's the wife in reverse. So that tells me the wife is out of there at some level. But the wife doesn't look like she's out of there with a huge settlement. And I did do a reading quite recently, a money reading, on who brought what into the marriage of the Parkles and who is going to take what away. And it didn't look like she was going to walk away with a huge settlement according to that reading. As far as I can remember, I've done so many readings but doesn't bode well for her. Doesn't bode well. Tell me about the Chariot. Let's just clarify this Chariot, because that's a royal family. Would they pay? It doesn't look like anyone's paying anything over here. And then William showed up. So let's just see this rescue energy that I'm getting from this card. Would it involve giant sums of money, or what's going on with the Chariot? And the little scenario, the dramatic. No, you can't hop out now. Not yet. I don't think that's our card. No, it's 3 cards. So I'm going to put it away. These cards are very unwieldy and I cannot shuffle them the other way. That just jumped. I'm going to take this one. It's a Fool in reverse. You're not going to fool us twice. So no. There's not going to be money here. It's Fool in reverse. It's come out. We're not going to be fooled by you again. She didn't get money the first time around. So why would we give you money now? It would be an incredibly reckless and stupid thing to do. We're not going to, and you don't get a comeback with us. You don't get a fresh launch of your boat off to wherever else you want to go. So it's a big card. It's a no fresh start for you. No stupidity from us. We're not going to go there again. We won't. I'm thinking we won't entertain it, even though they're still the rescue energy here from this Chariot thing. I think that there is a rescue plan underway there, but it does not involve money. He wants out, but we're going to double check. We're going to double check. I think this one might have fallen for it, maybe, but the Chariot not going to fall for it. We're going to check on his energy in the next reading, because we're going to look at that little pep walk and what was going on there in our next reading. Very unhappy star there, very happy, potentially happy, has been there, which is quite funny. Okay, that's it. I'll see you hopefully over on the next one.